Right now, you might be asking yourself a lot of questions about Pi. Do you have Pi network coins? Are you a Pi network holder wondering what's really going on? Have you noticed strange wallet activities, hundreds of millions of Pi coins being moved in silence? Are these secretive whale transactions a sign that Pi is about to explode in value? Or are they setting a trap that could leave pioneers empty-handed? If you've been asking yourself these questions, you're not alone, and you've just clicked on the right video. Because today, I'm diving deep into the hidden world of Pi whales, revealing the truth behind the massive movements, and what it means for your future as a Pi holder. What is the ODM wallet that just accumulated 311 million Pi coins? Why did OKX transfer 3.5 million Pi coins to this mysterious wallet? Is this good news or bad news for regular Pi holders like you and me? And, most importantly, what should you do right now to protect your investment? But that's not all. I'm also going to share some exclusive insights that will blow your mind. You'll discover why this wallet movement might be the biggest signal we've been waiting for. You'll learn about the secret preparations happening for Pi Network's global launch, and I'll reveal the one thing that could determine whether Pi Network becomes the next Bitcoin or just another failed crypto project. So, grab your phone, get comfortable, and let's dive into this incredible story. But before we start, if you're interested in this video, write in the comments PI Network to Moon, along with your country name and flag. I want to see how global our Pi Network community really is. Let me tell you a story that sounds like something from a crypto thriller movie. A few days ago, the Pi Network community was shaken by news that sent shockwaves through social media. A mysterious wallet called ODM suddenly came back to life after being quiet for months. This wasn't just any ordinary wallet. This wallet now holds 311 million Pi coins. To put that in perspective, that's more Pi coins than most countries have in their entire Pi Network user base combined. But here's where it gets really interesting. The ODM wallet didn't just magically appear with these coins. It received 3.5 million Pi coins directly from OKX, one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges. Yes, you heard that right. OKX, the same exchange that just announced Pi Network listings, transferred millions of Pi coins to this mysterious wallet. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so what? Big wallets move money all the time. But here's why this is different. Pi Network is not even fully tradable yet. We're still in the closed mainnet phase. So why would OKX be moving such massive amounts of Pi coins? And who is behind this ODM wallet? Let me ask you some questions that I know are keeping you up at night. Are you worried that these whale wallets will dump their coins when Pi Network goes fully live? Are you concerned that regular people like us will get left behind while the big players make all the money? These are valid concerns, and I'm going to address each one of them. But first, let me share some facts that might surprise you. Did you know that Pi Network has over 60 million active users? That's more users than many countries have people. Did you know that Pi Network has been working on regulatory compliance for over 2 years? And did you know that the recent wallet movements might actually be a sign that Pi Network is closer to its global launch than ever before? Here's the truth that the whales don't want you to know. These massive wallet movements are not random. They're not accidents. They're strategic preparations for something much bigger. Think about it this way. When you're planning to move to a new house, you don't just show up on moving day with a truck. You prepare weeks in advance. You pack your belongings. You coordinate with movers. You make sure everything is ready for the big day. That's exactly what's happening with Pi Network right now. The ODM wallet accumulating 311 million Pi coins is like someone preparing for a massive moving day. But instead of moving furniture, they're positioning themselves for Pi Network's transition to open markets. Let's talk about OKX for a moment. This isn't just any crypto exchange. OKX is one of the top 3 cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. They handle billions of dollars in trading volume every single day. They don't just list random coins. They have strict requirements for regulatory compliance, security, and market potential. So when OKX transfers 3.5 million Pi coins to the ODM wallet, it's not just a simple transaction, it's a statement. It's OKX saying, We believe in Pi Network's future, and we're preparing our infrastructure to support it. But here's what makes this even more exciting. OKX announced that Pi Network will be available for trading starting February 20th. That's not a coincidence. The timing of these massive wallet movements and the exchange listing announcement suggests that something big is about to happen. Now, I want to be honest with you. This situation has two sides, and I'm going to tell you about both of them. On the positive side, these whale movements could be the best thing that ever happened to Pi Network. Here's why. First, it shows that major exchanges and institutional investors are taking Pi Network seriously. Second, it suggests that Pi Network is preparing for a professional launch with proper liquidity and market infrastructure. Third, it indicates that Pi Network has been working behind the scenes to ensure regulatory compliance and exchange partnerships. But there's also a concerning side to this story. The ODM wallet now holds 311 million PiCoins. That's a massive concentration of wealth in a single wallet. If this wallet decides to sell all its coins at once, it could crash the price and destroy the dreams of millions of Pi Network users. This is what I call the whale dilemma. We need whales to provide liquidity and attract institutional investment. But we also need to make sure that whales don't have too much power over the market. So, what does all of this mean for you as a Pi Network holder? Let me break it down in simple terms. First, the good news. The fact that major exchanges like OKX are actively working with Pi Network means that your Pi coins are likely to have real value when the network goes fully live. The institutional interest suggests that Pi Network is not just another failed crypto project. It's a legitimate blockchain network with real potential. Second, the challenging news. The concentration of Pi coins in large wallets means that the initial trading phase could be very volatile. Prices could go up dramatically, but they could also crash just as quickly if large wallets decide to sell. Third, the opportunity. If you understand what's happening behind the scenes, you can make better decisions about your Pi Network holdings. You can prepare for volatility, understand market dynamics, and position yourself strategically for the future. Let me share a secret strategy that the whales are using and how you can use it too. The whales are not just accumulating Pi coins randomly. They're following a three-step strategy that you can learn from. Step 1. Accumulation. The whales are quietly accumulating large amounts of Pi coins before the general public realizes what's happening. This is exactly what the ODM wallet is doing right now. Step 2. Positioning. The whales are positioning themselves on major exchanges and preparing for the moment when Pi Network goes fully live. This is why we're seeing transfers from OKX to large wallets. Step 3. Strategic selling. When Pi Network goes fully live, the whales won't just dump all their coins at once. They'll sell strategically to maximize their profits while maintaining market stability. Now, you might not have 311 million Pi coins like the ODM wallet, but you can still use this strategy on a smaller scale. Keep accumulating Pi coins through mining. Position yourself on exchanges that will support Pi Network trading. And when the time comes, have a clear strategy for how you'll handle your Pi coins. Here's something that most people don't understand about cryptocurrency regulations. When major exchanges like OKX work with a blockchain project, it means that the project has passed serious regulatory scrutiny. OKX operates in multiple countries with different regulatory requirements. They have to comply with anti-money laundering laws, know your customer regulations, and financial security standards. The fact that they're actively working with Pi Network means that Pi Network has likely satisfied these requirements. This is huge news for Pi Network's future. It means that Pi Network is not just a community project anymore, it's becoming a legitimate financial asset that can be traded on regulated exchanges around the world. Let me share a timeline that connects all the dots. In January 2024, Pi Network announced significant progress on their mainnet development. In February 2024, OKX announced Pi Network listings. In March 2024, we started seeing massive wallet movements like the ODM wallet accumulation. This is not a coincidence. This is a coordinated preparation for Pi Network's transition to open markets. The whales know something that most people don't. They know that Pi Network is much closer to its global launch than most people realize. Pi Network is not just about making money. It's about creating a global financial ecosystem that includes everyone, not just the wealthy elite. With over 60 million users worldwide, Pi Network has the potential to become one of the most widely used cryptocurrencies in the world. But here's the challenge. For Pi Network to succeed globally, it needs to balance the interests of individual users with the needs of institutional investors and market makers. The ODM wallet situation is a perfect example of this balance. Based on everything I've shared with you, here's what you should do right now. First, keep mining PiCoins if you haven't already. The fact that whales are accumulating suggests that PiCoins will have real value in the future. Second, educate yourself about cryptocurrency trading and market dynamics. When Pi Network goes fully live, the market will be volatile, and you need to understand how to navigate it. Third, join Pi Network communities and stay informed about official announcements. The more you know about what's happening behind the scenes, the better decisions you can make. Fourth, prepare for volatility. The initial trading phase of Pi Network will likely be very volatile due to whale activities and market speculation. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and have a clear strategy for how you'll handle your Pi coins. Let me paint 3 possible scenarios for Pi Network's future, based on what we know about the ODM wallet and other whale activities. Scenario 1. The positive scenario. The whales provide liquidity and stability to the Pi Network market. Pi Network successfully launches globally with strong institutional support. Pi coins become widely adopted and increase in value over time. Regular users benefit from the network's growth and success. Scenario 2. The volatile scenario. The whales create massive price swings in the initial trading phase. Pi Network launches successfully but experiences extreme volatility. Some users make significant profits, while others lose money due to market manipulation. The network eventually stabilizes, but takes months or years to reach its full potential. Scenario 3. The challenging scenario. The whales dominate the market and regular users get left behind. Pi Network struggles with centralization issues and regulatory challenges. The network fails to achieve its vision of inclusive global finance. Which scenario do you think is most likely? Based on the evidence I've shared, I believe Scenario 1 is the most probable, but we need to be prepared for Scenario 2 as well. Here's a hidden opportunity that most people are missing. While everyone is focused on the ODM wallet and other whale activities, there's a bigger story happening in the background. Pi Network is building an ecosystem of decentralized applications, merchant partnerships, and real-world utility. The value of Pi Network is not just in the coin itself, but in the entire ecosystem that's being built around it. The whales understand this. They're not just buying Pi coins as a speculative investment. They're positioning themselves to benefit from the entire Pi Network ecosystem. And you can do the same thing. One thing that makes Pi Network different from other cryptocurrencies is its massive community. With over 60 million users, Pi Network has one of the largest crypto communities in the world. This community is Pi Network's greatest asset and its strongest defense against whale manipulation. When whales try to manipulate the market, the community can respond collectively. When whales try to concentrate too much power, the community can demand transparency and accountability. The ODM wallet situation is a perfect example of how the community can monitor and respond to large wallet activities. Let me share some technical insights about what's happening behind the scenes. The Pi Network blockchain is built on a unique consensus mechanism that's different from Bitcoin and Ethereum. This consensus mechanism is designed to be more energy efficient and more inclusive than traditional proof-of-work systems. The recent wallet movements suggest that Pi Network's blockchain infrastructure is being tested and prepared for high-volume trading. The fact that OKX is working with Pi Network means that the blockchain has passed technical security audits and performance tests. Pi Network is not the only cryptocurrency trying to achieve global adoption. There are hundreds of other projects with similar goals. But Pi Network has some unique advantages that set it apart from the competition. First, Pi Network has the largest user base of any cryptocurrency project. Second, Pi Network has a unique mobile-first approach that makes it accessible to people who don't have access to traditional banking. Third, Pi Network has been building real-world utility and merchant partnerships, while other projects focus only on speculation. The whale activities we're seeing now suggest that institutional investors recognize these advantages and are positioning themselves to benefit from Pi Network's success. Let me share some lessons from cryptocurrency history that apply to the Pi Network situation. When Bitcoin first launched, most people ignored it. The early adopters who understood its potential accumulated large amounts of Bitcoin when it was cheap. When Bitcoin eventually gained mainstream acceptance, these early adopters became incredibly wealthy. The same thing happened with Ethereum, BNB, and many other successful cryptocurrencies. The people who understood their potential early and accumulated large amounts became the biggest winners. The ODM wallet and other whale activities suggest that we're seeing the same pattern with Pi Network. The whales are accumulating now because they understand Pi Network's potential better than most people. Here's a risk management strategy that can help you navigate the Pi Network situation. First, never invest more than you can afford to lose. Cryptocurrency investments are always risky, and Pi Network is no exception. Second, diversify your cryptocurrency holdings. Don't put all your money in Pi Network or any single cryptocurrency. Spread your risk across multiple projects and investment types. Third, have a clear exit strategy. Decide in advance how you'll handle your PiCoins when the network goes fully live. Will you sell immediately? Will you hold for long-term growth? Will you sell a portion and hold the rest? Fourth, stay informed about market developments. The cryptocurrency market moves fast, and staying informed can help you make better decisions. Now, here's what I want you to do after watching this video. First, if you found this information valuable, please hit the like button. It helps me know that you want more content like this. Second, if you're interested in this video, write in the comments Pi Network to Moon along with your country name and flag. I want to see how global our Pi Network community really is, and it helps other viewers understand that Pi Network is a worldwide phenomenon. Third, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. I'll be closely monitoring the Pi Network situation and sharing updates as they happen. You don't want to miss any important developments. Fourth, share this video with your friends and family who are interested in Pi Network. The more people who understand what's happening behind the scenes, the stronger our community becomes. Before I end this video, let me share one final revelation that ties everything together. The ODM wallet situation is not just about one mysterious wallet accumulating PiCoins. It's about Pi Network's transition from a community project to a global financial ecosystem. The whales are not your enemies. They're not trying to trick you or steal your money. They're strategic investors who recognize Pi Network's potential and are positioning themselves accordingly. The key is to understand their strategy and learn from it. The real trick is not what the whales are doing. The real trick is understanding that Pi Network is much closer to its global launch than most people realize. The ODM wallet, the OKX partnership, the regulatory compliance work, and the ecosystem development are all pieces of a larger puzzle. When that puzzle is complete, Pi Network will transform from a promising project into a global financial reality. The question is not whether this will happen. The question is whether you'll be prepared when it does. So there you have it. The complete story behind the mysterious ODM wallet and what it means for the future of Pi Network. I hope this video has answered your questions and given you valuable insights into what's happening behind the scenes. Remember, the cryptocurrency market is full of opportunities, but it's also full of risks. The key to success is staying informed, making smart decisions, and being prepared for whatever comes next. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll be covering all the latest developments in Pi Network and other exciting cryptocurrency projects. Don't forget to write Pi Network to Moon along with your country name and flag in the comments. I love seeing how global our community is, and it helps me create content that serves Pi Network users around the world. Share this video with anyone who needs to understand what's really happening with Pi Network. The more people who are informed, the stronger our community becomes. And finally, stay tuned for my next video where I'll be diving deep into the technical analysis of Pi Network's price predictions and what you can expect when trading goes live. Until then, keep mining, keep learning, and keep believing in the future of Pi Network. The whales might be playing a sophisticated game, but now you know the rules. And when you know the rules, you can play the game too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.